does your inner dialogue keep you from moving forward? Does it keep you small and unseen? Undervalued? Does it keep you in on Saturday nights? Hi, I'm Marcy, and welcome back to another episode of One Step at a Time, where I learn to step out of my own comfort zone, explore healthier ways of living, improving my life, while hopefully encouraging you to do the same, and most importantly, fundraise for the orphans and the underprivileged kids for the Global Kindness Foundation. If this is your first video you see in this series, please see the introduction video in the top right corner for further context. I will start off by sharing my workout clips. After all, this is a series about me training for half marathon in hopes you will donate. If I don't prove my training, never mind. Watch till the end to see why these clips are so difficult for me to share. Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm on my way to the gym. If you can remember my last clip, that was actually a week ago. I was talking about how, my back was sore and I was going to try to do these stretches and maybe do some glute exercise. Well, that was a week ago. My back was completely out. Walking was a challenge, so definitely not doing any running or glute exercises. I just took the week off. Yesterday, I made out a training plan. I figured I needed a little bit more structure. I did a little bit of research just to kind of see what a lot of people are doing. I just kind of got a little bit of a game plan. So I created, a 14-week training plan. It's a mixture of running and cross training, some weightlifting, just kind of a good mixture of everything. That way I'm not putting too much stress on my joints while running, but still getting that cardio, and then obviously the weight training. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna head on in. Today is it's just a simple 3.5K run and 20 minutes of weightlifting. So we'll see you inside.
Girl, me love when you wind up your ass. Girl, me love when you wind up your ass. Yeah, girl, me want you fi bubble, 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 bubble. Girl, me want you fi bubble, 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 bubble. Girl, me want you fi sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Girl, me want you fi sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Girl, me want you fi say it good, say it right. Funny bike back, you hold on tight. Sweet love.
Okay, so that felt wonderful. The sun is out. It's definitely a lot brighter out compared to when I first arrived. I did something different today. So almost 3 weeks ago when I was in Missouri, after my epic fail of a run outdoors, it was actually the first day of the music festival. I just happened to be waiting in line to enter the festival. I was standing in back of a lady where I had noticed she had an Iron Man tattoo tattooed on the inside of her left ankle. So after feeling extremely defeated after that run, I thought, well, you know what? I need to pick her brain to see what her tricks are. And her first thing that she told me was She's just be easy on yourself. She's like, I didn't run today. She says it was just way too hot, way too humid, and you can give yourself a break. You don't have to be running and training all the time. And then the other thing that she had said, yes, you know, it's good to be training outdoors because ultimately you will be running outdoors for race day. But she says she is trained entirely on a treadmill for full marathons on a treadmill. But the trick is you have to put it on an incline of like 1.5, 2. So that's what I did today. So today was a 3.5 kilometer run. So I put it on 1.5 incline, and I did well. Like I did well. I was surprised because one thing I didn't realize is on a treadmill, and I mean, I guess I did, just didn't think about it, is that it propels you forward. So, you know, here I'm thinking, oh, wow, I can run 10K on a treadmill, but it's not really accurate. It doesn't translate well to outdoor running. So that's what I'm going to try to do when I do run on the treadmill, is to run on an incline. Ideally, it would be great to run outdoors, but, you know, there's been a lot of riffraff going on in the city, and myself and my husband are not entirely comfortable with me running outdoors at 5 a.m. when it's dark. So I'll try to keep my outdoor runs for the weekends when I can actually go out during daylight, and perhaps he can come biking at the same time. So yeah, so that's what I did differently today, and I have to say it felt really great to be lifting some weights. So yeah, so let's see what tomorrow brings me.
Girl, me want you to sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. That girl, yeah, she bad jail. When she drop it like convict, up in her something like athlete. Swear this a cause conflict. She no want go home now. She drop it like banana. Miss Liquor riding hood longer. Grab me, wine to this big song. Girl, me want you, girl, me want you. Bubble, 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 bubble. Girl, me want you. Bubble, 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 bubble. Girl, me want you. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Girl, me want you. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Girl, me want you. Say it good, say it right. Funny bike, but you wanna tight. Sweet love, all night. Make your moon high like kite. Girl, you never get a man so nice. Day in her life, she no want left my side. Love how she dash it like dice. She no want me feel leave all night.
Hey, good morning, everyone. So I just finished my workout. Today I was scheduled to do 3.5K on incline and 30 minutes on whether it's an elliptical or a bike. I chose a bike. Now, slight confession. Last night, before going to bed, I checked in my schedule to see what I was doing this morning. And when I read that I had to do 30 minutes on the bike after the 3.5K, I'm like, man, what did I sign up for? Now, not to say that it's anything crazy, but it's really quite amazing how we let that doubt creep in on even the smallest things. Now, before I even started my training, for at least 1.5 years, I've been wanting to do some sort of variation of this. And I would talk to friends and family and, you know, and to name a few. So my kids, my husband, Ange, Trev, you know who you are, would say, Mars, just effing do it. Like, why are you holding yourself back? Just try it. You don't know what you're capable of. And after today's workout, I'm like, wow, like I feel great. Definitely left a puddle of sweat on that bike. I wiped it down. I wiped it down. But yeah, it was really easy. So whether it's training for a half marathon or, I don't know, doing whatever, just try it. You know, you never know what you're capable of unless you try it. You know, doubt sets in, and then, you know, we tend to just not try it. So yeah, I guess that would be my message today. Just try it. See you tomorrow. Okay, good morning, guys. So today is my long run day. I haven't ran outside since I was in Missouri and I failed miserably. So today is actually only 4 kilometers. So we'll see how I do. I've been doing pretty good on the treadmill on inclines, so I'm hoping today isn't going to be too bad. So I guess let's see. It's kind of nice. Everyone's sleeping. It's quiet. Temperature's really nice. Okay, so my heart rate is still slightly elevated. My pace is really slow, so I don't know. Talking is a little difficult, which I'm told this is what you're supposed to judge yourself with, so I don't know. Okay, so as you can see, my pace was a lot slower. I think on average it was maybe a 7-minute kilometer, a lot slower than what I'm typically used to. I took 30 minutes to do 4K. I think the lowest I seen my heart rate was like 161, so I struggled a little bit on the breathing. As you can see, my talking isn't all that great right now. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe with a little bit of practice, running outside, and maybe I have to slow my pace down a little bit more. If you have any suggestions, maybe leave a comment down below. Yeah, we'll see. All right, see you later. On my most recent trip to Jamaica, I started reading this great book called Unf Yourself by Gary John Bishop. This is honestly as raw as it gets. He speaks about all of the barriers we set on ourselves, the excuses we tell ourselves on how we can't do something, achieve our goals, the hard things. We like to tell ourselves that is because of others or our finances, but in all reality, it's yourself. If this is triggering, I apologize in advance. I'm not here to offend anyone, just encouraging you to look at what might be stopping you from taking your next step. Because the second I opened this book, literally page 1, I was able to relate instantly. Here is what my thoughts were at the time, and I thought it would relate to this week's episode. And yes, I was on the beach writing dialogue for a potential episode or something of the sort. I literally do this all the time. I get an idea and I start writing. You should see my notes app. It's really something. So chapter 1. Have you ever felt like a hamster on a wheel, furiously churning your way through life, but somehow going nowhere? First paragraph explains, all the while you're caught in a loop, on constant internal chatter and judgment that never stops. A little voice telling you that you're lazy or stupid or not good enough. You won't even notice the degree to which you believe it or are drained by it. You'll just be spending your day working to overcome the stresses and strains, trying to live your life, and at various points facing the resignation that if you can't get your ass off this damn wheel, maybe you're never going to get to where you want it in life. Maybe happiness, you're after that weight you want to lose, or that career or relationship you crave will remain just out of reach. So basically, this chapter speaks about internal dialogue has the power to change either positively or negatively. The choice is yours. So here were my thoughts sitting on a beach in Jamaica. I've had people tell me I'm too skinny. I need to be seen and not heard. Those turned into you are ugly, repulsive, and your ideas, thoughts don't matter. I've gotten out of that frame of mind, mostly, but holy Hannah, it's hard to eradicate that. We need to be gentle with ourselves, and that starts with our dialogue. Have you ever gone shopping for a specific outfit you need for an event? You see a dress on a mannequin or something similar on a model. You purchase it, you get home, and it's not quite what you thought it would look like. And at that point, what's the internal dialogue sound like? Now first, let's be real. I know I've done it. I've gone as far as not even going to the event. I couldn't even bring myself to be seen in public looking so ugly, just so fat and hideous. I know. I am not any of those things, but for a split second, I compared myself to the model, and all of a sudden, I wasn't leaving my house. What if I would have even said to myself, not what I thought, but it works. I probably would have gone, perhaps somehow, someone would have given me a compliment, and voila, I feel much better. It isn't about creating delusion or saying crazy affirmations to try and brainwash yourself. It's about being gentle. Now, for the men out there, I can't really speak on their behalf because I don't really know what goes on in your head, but I'm pretty sure you're not exempt. It may not be about your wardrobe because, quite frankly, those things don't really bother my husband as much as it does me, but I do see it in other things. In the end, it works the same way. We just seem to worry about different shit. Let's be honest. So, can you see why posting my workout videos is extremely uncomfortable? I just need to keep reminding myself why I'm doing this. My goal is to raise money for the Global Kindness Foundation and to inspire you to step out of your own comfort zone. I just need to stay out of my head and never mind about the potential haters out there. They're not my target audience. So in conclusion, it's easy to allow ourselves to look at others, assume they have their shit together, while ripping ourselves apart inside. Don't assume. We are all struggling somehow. Keep note of what you're actually telling yourself and pause. Is it true? Your actions will start with rewiring your self-talk.